Hello everyone and welcome to Game 4 in a series between HasuObs and FXO's SC. Game 4 taking place here on Shattered Temple. We see HasuObs spawning as the yellow Protoss player at the 9 o'clock position. Meanwhile, SC spawning as the orange Terran player here at the 7 o'clock position of Shattered Temple. And I hope that this matchup is going to be very, very interesting. We see some great play between these players already, HasuObs versus SC. And we'll see what exactly strategies that they try to pull for now that we are on Shattered Temple. Now, taking a look at the overall map positions, it does favor a lot of drop and airplay. So we'll see how these players just try to respond and react accordingly. You can see a simple pylon being built over here, also a supply depot being built over here by I believe that SCV will be able to return back to mining very quickly and then continue to move around in just a moment. You can see also the gateway will be coming in. It looks like he's going for an 11 gateway, and then he's going to just continue to chrono boost right now after he gets that one gateway up and running. So that gateway is down a little bit earlier than normal, but nothing too drastic. We are going to have a probe now make its way across the map and simply walk up that ramp and take a look and do some early scouting against SC. This is the Shattered Temple, or this is the MLG version of Shattered Temple, so it is not possible to have an ally spawn as that probe simply walks up the ramp and will simply now take a look and figure out what exactly is going on here. The probe taking a look at the refinery and just wandering back and forth here, now going after getting a little bit of damage on an SCV, to an SCV now also making its way over, and it looks like he will be able to retreat with 5 minerals of his own now, as this one SCV looks to do some scouting as well. Cybernetics Core now coming online. The Chrono Boost is currently being saved up, as the Cybernetics Core will open up with perhaps that warp gate research just a little bit earlier, and we'll see what exactly Mousesports wants to do. We could see an additional assimilator, which normally would mean a higher tech, or it could mean a lot of sentries for a fast expansion. Still one of the great benefits of Protoss is that they can go into double gas early and then train up a lot of sentries for natural defense. A probe now still wandering around over here is trying to chase up, or trying to get chased away, but that Marine should be able to catch up to it in just a little bit. It looks like that probe is just going to hide off over here in just a moment. Will the Marine catch it in time? Yes, the Marine will catch it, getting some damage. The probe doesn't stand a chance and runs straight into the crossfire of that Gauss rifle, as we are now going into a second barracks as well, and now getting that nexus that I was mentioning. So we should be perhaps seeing some sentries as well. No, he's only running off of one gas with one probe inside that gas, so he is now just trying to get as many minerals as possible, and that is the reason why he was able to save up so much. Perhaps we'll see some additional gateways as well. There's another gateway coming in, so it is going to be 3 gateways. Warp gate research about to be completed, and as soon as that warp gate research is done, 3 warp gates will be online. Very, very fast build times with warp gates. One of the benefits of Protoss. Anyways, the front door now being set up. We may get a bunker here. I'm curious to see if we're going to see a bunker or if it's just going to be another supply depot to round off and make it 3. We are going into that double racks opening, so two barracks, also getting that concussive shell as we are opening up against this one nexus here. This looks very similar to the game on Terminus Ray, as an SCV now hiding down off over here. Is it going to be spotted? I'm not sure, as a Stalker now sitting up on that high ground as well. If these Marines and these Marauders moved out right now, that would not bode well for them at all, as that warp gate research has just been completed. That Stalker now looking around for that last SCV, sees the SCV hiding off right there. It looks like that SCV will get taken down. There it goes. And now the Stalker just continues to walk around once more. Stim pack now being researched. We should be getting up another barracks as well, sitting at 40 over 43 compared to 34 over 44. The probe does see all of this action currently coming online, or currently coming in. There are a decent number of stalkers there, and the stalkers maybe get some damage onto those marauders. The Marines taking a little bit of damage there. 2 shots, pretty needless. Oh, another Marine may actually get taken down, and now finally going after the nexus. Bunkers are now being placed down. Probes engaging. Both sides battling it out. The Marines getting a lot of damage so far, and now shutting down many of those probes, and now taking down a Zealot as well. So it looks like the Marines and the Marauders are not going to overstay their welcome and attempt to push or pull back there. Taking a look at the Harvester count, 18 to 22. There is 1 mule in play. So I think Hasu, as long as he's able to defend this attack, will have the advantage at this point. There are a lot of Stalkers, 5 Stalkers, 3 Zealots, a decent-sized army against some very, very low hit point Marines, and now down goes another probe. As soon as Stim does complete, I believe that SC is going to try to once again knock on that front door, and perhaps we should be seeing some sentries. We are still running only off of 1 gas. There are 3 probes on there now, finally, as a pylon now warping in as well. Stalkers and Zealots here. That probe once again making another move, perhaps making a move to the center portion of the map, as we are going into that factory now. So that factory now being placed down here, and we may get a reactor and a starport as well. Marines and Marauders will be pushing out in just a moment. You can see what Marauder, Marine there and there. You can also see the supply depot wall off just in case there is going to be a run by of Zealots off of this one low ground pylon. The probe now trying to just make sure that he doesn't reveal himself to this army in the center portion of the map. May be able to actually get up the ramp. It looks like he will be able to, but no, he is not. He was spotted in time. The probe, however, will know that there is no expansion here. One of the things that he is trying to check for, as the Marines and the Marauders are now hiding down over here, it looks like the probe gonna simply just walk around here. The Marines are going to catch this one particular pylon. No, not going to catch the pylon, as the probe does catch this one barracks here, and I'm not quite sure what add-on was destroyed, but an add-on was destroyed here. Not quite sure why, as we are now getting another engagement here. Marauders and the Marines, they do have Stim, yes, engaging with Stim. The Zealots getting absolutely eaten apart there. The Stalkers unable to engage. The Marauders will be able to get more damage on the back of another Stalker. Probes now trying to engage, but Stim doing such a great job slowing down and destroying Marauders, or the destructive power of those Marauders, as the Stalkers now once again try to give chase, and the losses slightly higher so far for Hasu. And now, but there is a proxy pylon down over here. They may be able to focus off some of these lower hit point units. The Marines and the Marauders are trying to stim all over the place, and it doesn't look very good as they now run up that ramp. Army combinations. We have a slightly larger army by Mouse Sports, but he is only even on probes. He is also mining off of 16 mineral patches, so that should definitely give him the advantage. But we can see that we are now going into Metavacs already. The Marauders and the Marines are simply going to just walk up here. It looks like these Marauders are going to get cleaned up. Down goes one Stalker, but for that trade there, very, very nicely done, evening up the losses, 2275 versus 2250. More Marines still being trained. Marauders and Combat Shield has been completed. Marauders Concussive Shell. And we may be going into a drop in just a moment. Still no Command Center yet. So this is a bit of a surprise. No Command Center at all. As you can see that the Stalkers are looking to clear out these rocks and perhaps push this game and move this game even further along. You can see finally another gas is up and running. And I really think that the issue was the fact that Mouse Sports' Hasu, he wasn't really on top of his gas production, and the Marauders were just simply eating through so many of those Zealots, especially without support. You can now see one Stalker over here is going to try to shut down this factory, but there's going to be a very large army on the low ground. That pylon, a free gimme army there. The Metavac taking a bit of damage, though, down to 20 hit points. And now, once again, backing off the SCVs. Oh, wow, that is a lot of SCVs coming into this battle. And this may be a massive repair onto this SCV, onto this Medevac. Is it actually going to happen? No, SCVs now engaging Marines and the Marauders. SCVs absorbing so much damage. An all-in attempt. The probes, however, running through. And SCVs still engaging back and forth. The Marauders and the Marines, not quite sure why those are not engaging at all. But I believe Hasu will have to say GG. This all-in attempt, very, very successful, and GG, well played. So there you go, SC winning with the all-in here on Shadow Temple. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.